Let's make something today that will add height and texture to your vases. I am calling them jute feathers, and you can make them from things you can find around your own home. I found that my cell phone or my cell phone case was the perfect tool to measure out my string. So I got my jute cord and I wrapped it around a few times around the cell phone case. So once I have a few rows of string wrapped around my cell phone case, I made sure the two ends were on the same side. So right here you see them both on the right. And then I also took my scissors and I cut the wrapped strings also on the right. And when they are off, you will have many strings all the same length. Next you will need a wooden stick. This is a wooden skewer that I had lying around my kitchen, but you could use a pencil, a branch from a tree, or even a wooden chopstick from Chinese takeout. Anything will really do. So take a string one by one and start tying it to your wooden stick. As you get to the tip of your stick, it's going to be a little more difficult, so just work slow and take your time. As you get to the very tip of your stick, you won't be able to tie any more strings on, so you'll have to glue a few on the very end. So make a knot in the middle of your string and add a little dab of hot glue right on the knot. Then place the knot on the very end of the stick. Here I have 3 strings that I knotted, 2 on each side and 1 for the very middle. Are at the transformation part where it looks like an old mop and poof, it is a beautiful feather. I took a towel to lay over my workspace because this step will get pretty messy. Take each individual string and unravel it. It will make the process of brushing out each string a lot faster. So here you will see me taking my jute string. It is 3 ply, so I'm unraveling it so I can see 3 strings separated. This process is pretty tedious, so I'm going to put on a movie, unravel the rest of this, and I will be back. We are done unraveling all the strings, so she is ready to be brushed out. I got this pet hairbrush from the Dollar Tree, but any brush with metal bristles would do. We're thinking like a feather, outwards, and as you get to the tip, we're going in an upward motion. You're going to bring a lot of the fibers of this jute string and pull them out, but that's okay because the more you pull out, the more feather-like it will be. Make sure you're holding the tip of your stick really firmly. You don't want to pull out any of that glue. And whatever you do on one side, flip it and make sure you do it to the other side. The fibers are all brushed out and looking pretty good, so I'm going to define the feather-like shape by giving it a trim. At the bottom of the feather, I want those fibers to be the shortest, and we are going to round out the feather shape and then get longer at the top. I still was not happy with how the tip of the feather looked, so I took an individual string, unraveled it, brushed it out, and I'm going to glue it and blend it in. And that is it. Those are my jute string feathers. I was able to make a collection of 3, all different heights and widths, and I think they look great in this narrow mouth bottle. If you like this DIY, make sure you like the video and subscribe because my DIY Christmas is coming. All right, thank you. Bye.